Belcher. Hey, Charlie.
Walter, I'm at Junior Achievement Finance Park, where every 8th grader in Hillsborough County Public Schools will come through here and learn how to be fiscally responsible. Brand new, just opened. When the 8th grader comes in, they're given a tablet like this, and they're given a scenario. All right, here's me. I'm a manufacturer's representative. I'm 30 years old, single with 2 children. I'm okay. I make $66,500 a year, $66,000 a year. My gross monthly income, $5,500. And look at this, I got $1,000 in taxes. I got to put over my Medicare, my Social Security. Total monthly taxes, $1,400. Man, this real world stuff stinks. That's what kids are learning. They learn how to manage their money. I'll tell you all about it when Good Day Tampa Bay continues. How do I pay less taxes? Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charlie Belcher, coming to you from Tampa this morning from Junior Achievement of Tampa Bay in their brand new JA Finance Park, presented by SunTrust. And it's an important part of that title, especially when I'm about to talk to a guy from SunTrust. This is Keith, Community Development Manager for Southwest Florida. Yes. There we go. Why was it important for SunTrust Bank to be involved with JA Finance Park, and not only be involved, but step up and be the presenting sponsor?
Well, Charlie, this is a nexus. This is where our SunTrust Foundation has the opportunity to come together with SunTrust Bank and do what's best for the community. We ask, this is a great public-private partnership. We ask them to guide us as to what we can do in the community where it will have the most impact. And we believe that this is an opportunity for us to have the most impact.
And just to explain for those just tuning in, this is the place where every single 8th grader that goes to a Hillsborough County public school will eventually visit. They learn how to create a budget. They're given a scenario. They're taught fiscal responsibility. It's important, and even as a bank, you want people to be financially responsible.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. We believe in lighting the way to financial well-being. That's our purpose, and we see financial education as a leading part of that. So if we can get involved with the children as early as 8th grade to show them how to handle those finances, we think that's exciting.
And Anna's our education director of JA Finance Park, and Jason was just going around and showing the different storefronts. So explain how it works. Kids come in, they get the tablet that I was playing with. Yes. They're given a scenario. They're suddenly 30 or 40 years old. They've got kids. They've got a job they don't get to choose. And they're given a credit score, and then they have to kind of live life in a simulation world. That's
right. They actually come in and get the tablet just like you did. They learn about their scenario. Then they are responsible for doing a research phase where they visit our 18 businesses.
That's when they go to the different
26 budget categories, so it's a pretty thorough budget. They're really looking at every piece of a budget. Then they sit down after they've done the research and they create their own budget. Then the reality kicks in because they have to shop. So they start shopping and they realize as they're making decisions and finding out what they like and they don't like, that doesn't agree with their net monthly income. So they have to go back and redo their spending until it all adds up to the correct dollar amount for the month.
That's when I go back to Keith and I try to get a loan. And that gets me in more trouble, Keith. And I know volunteers, right? We need more volunteers to help, because this doesn't exist without volunteers.
Most definitely. As a matter of fact, SunTrust sends hundreds of their own volunteers. Our teammates are engaged here at Junior Achievement on a regular basis. And we encourage other companies to step up and do the same.
That's right. Yeah, you see Canes and Publix and GTE and Raymond James and United Way, USF, the Lightning Rays. You see those out back. You see those people involved. So, all right, business owners, step up. Let's get our kids. If they could, Laura, Walter, if our 8th graders could learn to balance a budget, how great might this world be?
If our 35-year-olds could learn to balance a budget, how great are we?
It's too late for you, Walter. We're focusing on the 8th graders now.
They have a chance. I'm already gone. They have a chance, absolutely.
That's right.
Charlie Belcher right now, hanging out with the kids at a very cool place. Hey, Charlie.
I need the kids here. They don't get here till 10 a.m., but I need some 8th graders to help me. I'm at JA Finance Park, and this is where all 8th graders in Hillsborough County schools will eventually come and learn fiscal responsibility. I got my scenario. I visited all the places they're going to take my money. I'm working on my budget, and I haven't even paid my TICO bill yet, and I'm down to 0 on my monthly income. I am in trouble. Maybe I spent too much on food or lightning tickets. I got to redo this. These are the lessons we're teaching our 8th graders. It's important for them to learn. We'll talk to a teacher who knows how important this lesson is when Good Day Tampa Bay continues. All right, public, Finance Park just opened last Thursday, and part of it is this Junior Achievement Inspire Career Center, where once kids learn how to operate a budget and get everything fiscally responsible, they can then choose what kind of career do I want to go into to help me do just that. It's designed for 8th graders in Hillsborough County Public Schools, and when we come back, we're going to talk to a real live 8th grader. Stick around, everybody. Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charlie Belcher coming to you from Tampa. I am at the Junior Achievement Finance Park presented by SunTrust. It is a place where 8th graders will learn the idea of being fiscally responsible. They learn how to create a budget and stick to a budget. I think we could all use some of that help once in a while. Junior Achievement's been doing this for many, many years, but this is a new program. They do a program similar for 5th graders called BizTown, but this JA Finance Park is specifically for 8th graders, just opened last Thursday. And this 8th grader right here has already been through it. Jorge is from Progress Village Middle Magnet School. All right, Jorge. First of all, before you came here, it started with classwork curriculum, right? Where you guys learned the idea of budgeting.
Yes, we started with classwork. JA Finance Park has a booklet. It's called the JA Finance Park booklet. And in that booklet, we have some worksheets we have to do. The one I found most interesting was filling out the Easy 1040 tax income form.
Look at you. Dude, when I was in 8th grade, I did not know what that was. You were so far advanced already. Good for you.
Yeah, and they were very self-explanatory. Even if, like, teacher didn't really go into it, you would know what to do because the booklet would be so explained out. It really helps students that like that extra step.
So then you get here and they give you a scenario. What was your scenario?
I was a daycare center director. I was a 26-year-old with a 2-year-old child, and I made $49,700 a year. Not much, but
hey, it ain't bad. It's starting out. Come on now.
Yeah.
So what was the biggest? What did you think was going to be the biggest challenge, and what ended up being the biggest challenge for you?
You know, honestly, I thought the biggest challenge was going to be like actually budgeting the money, but then that wasn't the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge was actually noticing how fast money goes away and how taxes will come and get you. Like,
welcome to the real world, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, going around into the businesses and seeing what everyone offers, like SunTrust, we have that. They like explain to you what they do and stuff.
Right.
Like, and then when you come to budget, your budget's just a rough draft of what you're doing. And then you actually realize, oh my gosh, I have to pay so much more. That's what shocked me. I'm like, I didn't know these things existed. Like healthcare, and I'm like, I know it existed, but it's so expensive.
It is expensive. The world's expensive, man. All right. Jorge, it sounds like you learned something.
Yeah.
Good for you. Can we meet after this and you help me with my taxes?
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Walter Allen, Jorge, that's exactly, students just like that is why JA Finance Park is here. Hopefully we have a whole new generation of fiscally responsible Americans.
And at least Americans who are prepared for that sticker shock of health insurance and for taxes and all of that stuff.
See, at 8th grade, he already knows you can't get away from the taxes. They'll come get you.
Death and taxes are the only two certainties in life, Charlie.
That's right.
All right, buddy. Talk later on. Facebook.
Hey guys, you know, we're it's off of Junior Achievement Financial Park. It's off of Fletcher and 22nd. They've only been open a week. Every 8th grader in the county gets to come here, and if you can see what's going on right here, they get to come here. They get a scenario on an iPad that tells them how much money they're making, if they have kids, and they have to manage their situation. That's every 8th grader in Hillsborough County. And one of the kids that got to go through this already, I have with me here, Jorge Sanchez. Jorge, I just want to know, first of all, what was the scenario that they gave you? What was your situation?
I was a daycare center director. I was a 26-year-old. I had a 2-year-old child, and I was a single parent.
All right. And the money, the situation, everything, how did it work out for you?
It worked out really well. I thought I needed more money to actually, like, survive, but it turns out I don't. Like, I honestly thought that I needed, like, $100,000 a year, but no. This really taught me that you don't need so much money to actually survive.
All right, I like that. Let's show some video of some of the things that are going on here. And I wanted to know from you, do you think that this is something, I know it's new, it's the first week of it. Is this something that you think that your fellow students and you can benefit and learn from?
Yes, it definitely is. It definitely taught us to budget, and it definitely taught us some new stuff we didn't know about. It definitely tells us how life can bring up new things that you didn't know that existed. Like, I know, for example, we didn't know sometimes that we had to like pay for healthcare. I know some students, they said like, oh, I can't have a phone and stuff. So yes, it definitely helps every student learn that life has some challenges that you have to get through financially. So.
All right. Hey, Galen Lee, Jorge was one of the first ones to go through. He thinks it was a really good thing to do. And he's with Progress Village Middle Magnet School, but they expect about 170 kids a visit, and about 13,000 Hillsborough County kids, 8th graders, will come through here over the next year. I think it's a very good situation. And Gail, when you come through, they are going to make sure that you can afford that Tesla that you've always wanted.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't care how I crunch the numbers, AA. I don't know.